Today's story is about love, promises, and finding strength in the middle of struggle. It's the journey of a young mother who was left alone with a baby and no help but refused to give up. If you've ever felt overwhelmed, unprepared, or left behind, this story will speak to your heart. So, grab a cup of tea and let's begin. My name is Emily. I live in a quiet town called Maple Hill. I am 28 years old. My husband's name is Daniel. He is 30. We have a baby girl named Anna. She is 1 year old. She has soft hair and big eyes. When she laughs, it feels like sunshine. Daniel and I got married 5 years ago. We didn't have much. We lived in a small rented room in someone else's house. The room had a bed, a small fridge, and a table. It wasn't our own house, but we were happy because we were together. We often talked about our future. We wanted to buy a house, a place to cook, raise children, and grow old together. But houses in Maple Hill were too expensive. So we made a simple plan. We said, let's save money first. We will buy a small house. Later we can sell it and buy a bigger one. Daniel's mother, Mrs. Grace, didn't like this plan. She said, "Why wait? Buy a big house now. Don't waste your time with small things." We told her, "We don't have enough money. We can only buy a small house now." But she didn't agree. She said, "I will help. You can dream bigger." 2 years ago, I found out I was pregnant. That evening, after dinner, I told Daniel. He smiled and hugged me. "We are going to be parents," he said. We were very happy. We laughed and dreamed about our baby. At that time, we had saved enough money for a small house. We were ready to buy it. But when we told Mrs. Grace, she had a new plan. She said, "Don't buy a small house. Buy a bigger one. I will give you some money. Ask your parents too. Together, you can manage. You will only need to pay a small amount each month." Daniel looked at me. I looked at him. We were not sure. Mrs. Grace said, "Don't worry. When the baby comes, I will take care of her. You can go back to work. I will stay with the baby every day." It sounded perfect. I believed her. I said, "Thank you so much." We bought a bigger house. It was lovely. It had 3 bedrooms, a small garden with 2 trees, and a warm kitchen with big windows. The baby's room was bright and quiet. I was 7 months pregnant when we moved in. Daniel painted the baby's room light green and put stars on the wall. He worked hard because he wanted everything to be ready. One morning, I felt pain in my belly. We rushed to the hospital. That night, our baby girl, Anna, was born. She was small but healthy. I cried when I held her. She was tiny and soft. I kissed her forehead and said, "I love you." I stayed home with Anna for 3 months. My days were full of bottles, diapers, and lullabies. I didn't sleep much, but I was happy. Then, just like she promised, Mrs. Grace came to help. She came every morning at 8. I would kiss Anna, say goodbye, and go to work. Daniel worked too. We came home in the evening, tired but happy. Mrs. Grace said things like, "Anna slept today," or, "She cried," but I walked with her and she calmed down. I thanked her every day. Daniel said, "We are lucky to have her." We paid the bank each month. It was a big payment, but we managed. Daniel and I worked. Mrs. Grace stayed with Anna. We thought our plan was working well, but one morning everything changed. It was Monday. I had packed my lunch and was putting on my coat. Mrs. Grace came in and sat on the sofa. She looked serious and said, "Emily, I need to talk to you." I sat down. "Yes." "I can't take care of Anna anymore. I am tired." I didn't understand. "What do you mean?" "I want to rest now. I want to live my own life. I have helped enough. I don't want to stay with Anna every day anymore." My heart dropped. "But you promised?" I said. "I did help," she replied. "But now I want to meet my friends and enjoy my time." I felt like crying. Anna was just 1 year old. She was too young for daycare. Mrs. Grace said, "I'm sorry, but I can't do this anymore." That night, Daniel and I sat in silence. He said, "What do we do now?" I whispered, "I don't know." The next day, I stopped working and stayed home with Anna. She was happy to be with me, but I wasn't happy. I loved her, but I felt trapped. I missed talking to people. I missed my work. I missed myself. Daniel worked long hours. He left at 7 in the morning and came home at 8 in the evening. We ate dinner, played with Anna, and went to bed. We were both tired. We didn't talk much. One day, I called Mrs. Grace. "Can you help just 1 or 2 days a week?" I asked. She said, "No, I'm busy. I go to the park. I take painting classes. I want to enjoy my life." I didn't say anything, but I felt hurt inside. Why did she promise if she was going to stop? Why did she make us believe we could do this? I called my friend Mira. She had a baby boy. I told her everything. She said, "Emily, this is not easy, but you are strong. You will find a way." Her words helped me a little. She also said, "Maybe ask Daniel's parents. Maybe they can help." I thought about it. Maybe that was the next step. Before I tell you the rest of my story, I want to ask you something. Where are you listening from? It gives me strength to know someone is hearing my words, someone who understands. Please tell me in the comments. I would really love to know. That weekend, Daniel and I went to visit his parents. They lived about 30 minutes away from us. Their house was small but warm and comfortable. They were always kind to me. We brought lunch with us, chicken sandwiches and apple pie. Anna sat in her little chair and clapped her hands when she saw her grandparents. They smiled and kissed her on the forehead. After lunch, I looked at Daniel. He gave a small sigh. Then I spoke. "Mom, Dad," I said, "we need help." They looked at me and listened. My mom can't take care of Anna anymore. I had to stop working. It's hard now. Daniel works all day. I stay home with Anna. We are tired. We don't know what to do. Daniel's mom touched my hand. "We love Anna." "What kind of help do you need?" she asked. "Even 1 or 2 days a week would help," I said. "So I can rest a little, or maybe find a small job from home." They looked at each other. Then Daniel's dad said, "We are old now. We get tired quickly, but we can come on weekends. We can take care of Anna for a few hours." I smiled. "Thank you. That would really help." Daniel smiled too. We felt a little lighter. A small bit of help felt like a big gift. The next few weeks were still hard. I took care of Anna every day. She cried when she was hungry. She laughed when I made funny faces. She pulled my hair when I tried to rest. I loved her so much, but I was always tired. Daniel left for work early and came home late. I missed him. We had little time to talk. Most nights we were too tired to say much. We ate, played with Anna, and went to bed. One morning, I had an idea. I thought, maybe I can work from home, just a few hours a day, something small. When Anna took her afternoon nap, I opened the laptop. I looked online for part-time jobs. Most jobs needed special skills, but I kept looking. After a few days, I found some simple tasks: writing short texts, checking documents, answering emails. I applied for 3 small jobs. One of them said yes. They wanted me to write short stories for children. I was excited. I wrote when Anna slept, sometimes at night, sometimes early in the morning. The pay was small, but it was something. It made me feel useful again. I told Daniel I found a small job. He smiled and kissed my forehead. "I'm proud of you," he said. That weekend, his parents came again. They played with Anna while I rested. I closed my eyes for 20 minutes. It felt like gold. But I still thought about my mother every day. One afternoon, my phone rang. It was her. "Hello, Emily," she said. "How are you?" I wanted to say, "I'm tired. I need your help." But I didn't. "I'm fine," I said. She said, "I went to the park today. I met new people. I joined a walking group. It's nice." I listened. My hands felt cold. I wanted to say, "You have time for walks but not for me," but I stayed quiet. After the call, I cried a little. Anna looked at me and smiled. I picked her up and kissed her. "You're my little sunshine," I whispered. Later that night, Daniel said, "I will try to find a better job. Maybe one with more money." "Do you think it's possible?" I asked. "I'll try," he said. "Even if I work longer hours, at least we can feel less worried." We made a plan. He would look for a better job. I would take care of Anna and keep writing part-time. His parents would help on weekends. It wasn't perfect, but it was better than nothing. Days passed, then weeks. Anna started standing with support. She clapped when she saw cartoons. She said, "Mama," for the first time. I cried. It was the happiest sound I ever heard. Daniel found a better job. The pay was more, but he had to leave earlier and come home later. I missed him more, but I understood. I worked late at night. I cleaned and cooked during the day. I played with Anna and sang to her. My back hurt sometimes. My eyes felt heavy, but I kept going. One sunny afternoon, the doorbell rang. It was my mom. She wore a new dress. Her hair looked different. "Hi, dear," she said. I was surprised. "Hi, Mom. Come in." She looked at Anna and smiled. "She's growing so fast." "Yes," I said. "She's walking now." "She looks happy," my mom said. I made tea and we sat at the table. Anna sat on the floor with her toys. My mom looked at me. "Emily, I know you were upset. I know I made things hard for you." I stayed quiet. "I didn't think it would be so hard," she said. I wanted to help, but I also wanted time for myself. "I didn't know you would feel so alone." I looked down. "I understand, Mom, but it hurt. We trusted your promise." "I know," she said. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I felt tears in my eyes. It was really hard, I whispered. I can't come every day, she said. But maybe I can help 1 or 2 days a week. You can rest or work, whatever you need. I felt warm inside. That would help so much. She reached out and held my hand. I love you, Emily. And I love Anna too. I smiled. I love you too, Mom. Anna looked up and laughed. We both looked at her and laughed with her. Maybe things were not perfect, but they were getting better. After that day, my mom started visiting us twice a week on Tuesdays and Fridays. She came in the morning and stayed until the afternoon. She played with Anna, fed her lunch, and sang her songs. Sometimes she brought toys or soft clothes for Anna. My daughter loved her time with Grandma. Those 2 days felt like a gift to me. I used that time to write more for my small job. I also took short naps, cleaned the house, or sat in the garden with tea. For the first time in months, I felt a little free. One afternoon while Anna was sleeping, I sat in the kitchen with my mom. She said, "You are doing a great job, Emily. I didn't understand it before. Taking care of a baby is very hard." I looked at her. "Yes, Mom. It's the hardest thing I've ever done." She smiled softly. "I was tired before, but maybe I didn't want to face the hard work again. Now I see how much you needed help." I felt a little sad and a little happy at the same time. "I'm just glad you're here now," I said. She reached across the table and squeezed my hand. "I'll try to be here when I can." Things were still not easy. Daniel's new job gave us more money, but we saw him less. He left the house when the sky was still dark and came back when Anna was almost asleep. Some nights he walked in with tired eyes and slow steps. But when he saw Anna's small hands reaching for him, he smiled every time. He picked her up, kissed her cheek, and said, "I missed you today, little star." We still didn't talk much at night. We were both too tired, but we started writing short notes to each other. I would leave one near the coffee machine. "I'm proud of you." He would leave one near my laptop. "You're doing great." It helped. Even small words can carry a lot of love. Anna kept growing. She started walking on her own. She tried to speak more. She said, "Da, mama, milk," and ball. Each new word felt like magic. Every time she learned something new, I forgot how tired I was. One Sunday, we all went to the park, me, Daniel, Anna, and my mom. Anna ran on the grass. She laughed when she saw a dog. She clapped her hands when the wind moved the leaves. Daniel took pictures, and my mom helped Anna pick little flowers. I sat on a bench and looked at them. My family, not perfect, not easy, but full of love. Later, when we came home, Daniel and I sat at the table. Anna was asleep in her room. "We've come a long way," he said. "Yes," I said. "We were so lost at the start." He looked at me. "Do you still feel angry at your mom?" I thought for a moment. "A little," I said, "but also no. She came back. She helps now. That means something." He nodded. "You are strong, Emily. You never gave up." I smiled. "We didn't give up. We did this together." I also thought about what I had learned. Life is not always what we plan. People can change, Promises can break, but new paths can open too. I had felt hurt, tired, and lost. But I also found strength I didn't know I had. Sometimes I still get tired. Sometimes Anna wakes up at night. Sometimes I feel sad when I don't have time for myself. But then she smiles at me, and I feel like I can keep going. Now I wake up early and play music while making breakfast. Anna dances with her little steps. I write small stories in the afternoon. My mom helps twice a week. On weekends, Daniel's parents come and take Anna to the park. Daniel works hard, but always brings small gifts for Anna, a book, a toy, a flower. He says, "She is our light." One evening, my mom stayed for dinner. After we ate, she sat with Anna and showed her a picture book. Daniel looked at me and said, "You look happy tonight." I looked at him and said, "I am. I think we're doing okay." He smiled. "We're learning every day." I whispered, "Yes, and we are not alone anymore." Before going to sleep that night, I stood by Anna's bed and watched her sleep. Her small hands held her toy bunny. Her mouth was slightly open. I kissed her forehead and whispered, "You are my joy." Then I went to bed, closed my eyes, and felt peace. I had learned something important. Life is not always easy. People can change their minds. Plans can fall apart, but love can grow again. Families can heal. And strength comes when we keep trying, even on hard days. We were not a perfect family, but we were a real one. And that was enough. If this story touched you, please hit the like button and share it with someone who needs a little hope today. Leave a comment to let us know where you're watching from. We love hearing from our global family. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another emotional and inspiring story. More heartfelt journeys are on the way.